Yahweh has sent me to bind up the despairing, those who are in despair. Yahweh has sent me to bind up those who are hopeless. Yahweh has sent me to bind up those who are sad and melancholy. Yahweh has sent me to bind up those who are woeful. Yahweh has sent me to bind up those who are miserable and wretched. Yahweh has sent me to bind up those who are depressed. Yahweh has sent me to bind up those who are doleful, rueful, and woebegone. Yahweh has sent me to bind up those who are gloomy and glum, cheerless, and unhappy. To do what? To proclaim liberty to the captives and the opening of the prison to the so-called black man and all who are spiritually bound. I am sent to proclaim the acceptable year of Yahweh Bethlehem Sophie Yahweh and the day of vengeance of our God Yahweh. I am sent to comfort all that mourn. I am sent to appoint unto you that mourn Zion, to give unto you beauty for ashes. I am sent to give you the oil of joy to replace your mourning. I am sent to give the garment of peace and garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that you, the royal priesthood, might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of Yahweh Bethlehem Sophie Yahweh, that he may be glorified. And the royal priesthood shall build the old waste. The royal priesthood shall raise up the former desolation. And the royal priesthood shall repair the waste cities. The royal priesthood shall repair the desolations of many generations. The so-called black people who accept and obey the will of Yahweh, Bethlehem Sophie Yahweh, shall be named the royal priesthood of Yahweh, Bethlehem Sophie Yahweh. Men shall call you the ministers of our God, Yahweh, and you shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory shall ye boast yourselves. For your shame you shall have double. For your confusion you shall rejoice in their portion. Therefore in their land you shall possess the double. Everlasting joy shall be unto you. For I love judgment, and I hate robbery. And I will direct your work in truth, and I will make an everlasting covenant with you. And your seed shall be known among the Gentiles, and your offering among the people. All that see your seed, your children, shall acknowledge then that they are the seed which Yahweh, Bethlehem Sophie Yahweh, has blessed. And I will give unto the royal priesthood the keys of the kingdom, which comes from the Greek word basileia, B-A-S-I-L-E-I-A, basileia, which means the king, the royal dominion and kingdom, and the kingdom of heaven, and the kingdom of Yahweh. That's what basileia means in Greek. You must begin to preach, publish, repent, for the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of Yahweh, the royal dominion is at hand. I am preaching, I am publishing the gospel of the kingdom of Yahweh and warning you the time of evil rulership of 6,000 years is fulfilled, and that the kingdom of Yahweh is at hand. It is time for you to repent of breaking the laws of Yahweh and believe the gospel of Yahweh, Bethlehem Sophie Yahweh. It is time for you to pick up this banner and preach, publish. You must repent of breaking the laws of Yahweh, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. The mighty God of heaven, Yahweh, Bethlehem Sophie Yahweh, has set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. And this kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. The rulers of today are plagued with problems, and all the people of earth mourn. None of their astrologers, none of their magicians, none of their soothsayers and wise men have any solutions. But there is a God in heaven, Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh, that reveals secrets. The world's greatest is Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh. And he is the only answer to peace. The world's greatest secret is Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh. You hear that? The world's greatest secret is Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh. And he is the only answer to peace. I must make it known to the people of earth that if you desire the mercies of Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh, the God of heaven, concerning the secret of eternal peace on earth, then Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh, Beth Nun Sofit, Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh, and his followers must not perish at the hands of the rulers of America. Blessed be the name Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh forever and ever. For wisdom and might are his, and he changes the times and the seasons. Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh removes kings and sets up kings. Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh gives wisdom unto the wise, and knowledge to them that know understanding. Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh reveals the deep secret things. Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh knows what is in the darkness, and the light dwells with him. It is time for the people of earth to know that of a truth, our God, Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh, is the God of gods, and the Lord of kings, and the revealer of secrets. I want you, the people of earth, to know that if two of you shall agree on earth as touching anything that you shall ask in my name, Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh, Beth Nun Sofit, Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh, it shall be done for you of my Father, Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh, which is in heaven. For where two or three are gathered together in my name, Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh, Beth Nun Sofit, Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh, there am I in the midst of them. For, lo, he that forms the mountains and creates the wind and declares unto man what is his thought, that makes the morning darkness and treads upon the high places of the earth. Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh, the God of hosts, is his name. Almighty Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh knows your down sitting and your uprising. He understands your thought afar off. Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh compasses your path and your lying down, and is acquainted with all your ways. For there is not a word in your tongue, but Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh knows it altogether. Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh has beset you behind and before, and lays his hand upon you. Such knowledge is too wonderful for you. It is high. You cannot attain unto it. Where shall you go from the spirit of Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh? Or where shall you flee from his presence? If you ascend up into heaven, Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh is there. If you make your bed in hell, behold, he is there. Almighty Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh is omnipresent and omniscient. Omniscient. Seek Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh that made the 7 stars and Orion, and turns the shadow of death into morning, and makes the day dark with night, that calls for the waters of the sea, and pours them out upon the face of the earth. Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh is his name. If you accept Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh, Almighty Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh, and obey his laws, he will cause you to ride on the high places of the earth, that you might eat the increase of the fields. Happy are you, O Israel, the royal priesthood, the so-called black man that has accepted Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh. Who is like unto you, O people saved by Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh, Beth Nun Sofit, Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh, the shield of your help? And who is the sword of your excellency? and your enemies have been found liars unto you, and you shall tread upon their high places. We are living in a country and a world inhabited by the wealthiest and most privileged classes of society, and there is too much inhumanity being committed against the less fortunate groups of people on the earth. So, because Yuhewave comes forth out of his place and will come down and tread upon the high places of the earth because of this that's going on. And the governments of men shall be molten under him. Your nakedness is now uncovered. Yes, your shame is seen. The poor of the earth suffer at your hands. O so-called black man, the poor of the earth, your Redeemer, Yudewabe Bethlehem Sophie, Yudewabe of hosts, is his name. The Holy One of Israel. The royal priesthood is not like the brutish oppressors of the earth, for the royal priesthood is the former of all things. And you, so-called black man, are the inheritance of Yudewabe Bethlehem Sophie, Yudewabe. The mighty God, Yudewabe Bethlehem Sophie, Yudewabe, is the true God. He is the living God and an everlasting King. Almighty Yudewabe is wise in heart and mighty in strength, who has hardened himself against him and has prospered. Yudewabe removes the mountains, and they know not, which overturns them in his anger, they know not, which shakes the earth out of her place, and the pillars thereof tremble, which commands the sun with a special word, and it rises not. And Yudewabe seals up the stars, which alone spreads out the heaven and treads upon the waves of the sea, which made Arcturus, Orion, and Pleiades, and the chambers of the south, which does great things past finding out, yes, and wonders that are distinguished, wonders that are extraordinary and wonderful, wonders that are astonishing and miraculous without number. Yudewabe goes by you, and you see him not. He passes on also, but you perceive him not. Behold, Yudewabe takes away. Who can hinder him? Who will say unto him, what are you doing? Can you bind the sweet influences of Pleiades, or loose the bands of Orion? Can you bring forth Mazzaroth, Mazzaroth, in his season? Can you even see Mazzaroth? Or can you guide Arcturus and his sons? Do you know the laws and ordinances of heaven? Can you set the dominion thereof in earth? Can you lift up your voice to the clouds so that abundance of waters may cover you? Can you send lightnings that they may go and say unto you, here we are? Only Yudewabe is omnipotent or omnipotent. It is he that builds his stories in the heavens and has founded his truth in the earth. It is he that calls for the waters of the sea and pours them out upon the face of the earth. Yudewabe is his name. I command the royal priesthood to go to the lost so-called blacks, who are the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as you go, preach, publish, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Share the healing teachings of Yudewabe with the spiritually sick. Cleanse the lepers of their white supremacist mindset. Raise the spiritually dead and cast out all devils, which are those who oppose Yudewabe. Again, you must preach, publish, and say, repent, for the kingdom of Yudewabe, heaven, is at hand. How great great are the signs of Yahweh, and how mighty are his wonders. His kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and his dominion is from generation to generation. Oh, so-called black man, when you lift up your eyes to Yahweh and bless the Most High Yahweh and praise and honor Yahweh that lives forever, then your understanding will return unto you, and you will be worshipped as the royal priesthood.
This concludes Part 5 of the Royal Priesthood.